EA Sports, within the game. This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Ready, ready.
From the 30 on second down, Willis pushes past him. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First down, here's Cousins. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, they showed him 5 receivers set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he's able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
First and goal.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now they send a man in motion right. Fournette is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Play fake, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the throw. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, This ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. 11-0 our score after one.
With the score, Falcons 11, Vikings 0.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find Higgins.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, back to Fournette.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fourth down, Cousins.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. The slot man in motion right. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here we go.
Fourth down, Willis.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, if you're not rooting for the defensive team, that was a fun play to watch. 4th down, all the throwing lanes are covered, and this guy says, let me do it myself, and shows off scrambling ability that you just can't teach.
Check pass, check pass.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A.J. Brown, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Cousins will try and throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Pass.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete to Pierce. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught by Myers. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's got Njoku over the middle. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T. Higgins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 drive on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
From the gun, it's Walker.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And going right back to Walker.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man right side, Myers.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some...
Touchdown, Vikings! Kenneth Walker from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, Cousins. Dumps it off to Fournette. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down. Cousins now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Cousins again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Willis. He'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Willis on the sneak.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, break.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4.
On third down, here's Walker.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Willis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Fournette on the counter. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They go play action with Willis.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end.